1, 2, 3, 4. I told you so. I told you. I told you so. I told you. Remember when I told you about 9/11? Remember when I told you about Building 7? Remember when I told you about the fluoride in the water? Yes, I did. Remember when I told you about the New World Order? Remember that? Remember when I told you about the chemtrails in the sky? Remember when I told you that NASA was full of lies? Remember when I told you about the ultra mind control? Well, I just want to say that I told you so, yeah. Remember when I told you about 432 hertz, that is, and what 440 can do to you? It hurts my ears. Remember when I told you about the vaccine agenda? Yes, I did. And that Michelle Obama is a transgender. Yes, he is. The dinosaur fraud, the climate change scam, and yes, Sandra Bullock is also a man. Remember when I told you that there ain't no globe? Well, I just want to say that I told you so. 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 Yeah. Remember when I told you about the TV flicker rate? And how it puts your brain in an alpha state? Remember when I told you about germ theory? Remember when I told you about gravity? Remember that? Remember when I told you about Paul McCartney? Remember when I told you about direct energy? Remember when I told you about Monsanto? Well, I just want to say that I told you so. 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 Yeah. Remember when I told you about the mainstream media? Your so-called celebrities and pedophilia. Remember that child trafficking and adrenochrome. Remember when I told you about the Georgia Guidestone? Remember when I told you about the false flag operations? Remember when I told you about 5G radiation? Remember that I told you that? Well, I just want to say that I told you so. 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 Yeah. But you didn't listen. I told you so. I told you so.
We will be back in some form.
We have an army of digital soldiers. Because this was an insurgency,
Hundreds
folks.
dead, thousands infected across multiple continents.
You guys know what this represents? Well,
All the people that have gone out there against the mainstream media and said, you're going to call us racist, you're going to call us potential Timothy McVeighs. You
All right. Hope you Patriots out there kicking ass and taking names. Welcome to the party, folks, to PatriotPartyNews.com. I am your host, Chaz Carter, better known as Underground Patriot, coming to you live from the Wolf Den, folks. Hey, they are censoring us big time tonight, so do me a favor. Let's go ahead and do a roll call real quick. I like mixing up the algorithm a little bit. Let us know what city and state you represent, or territory, or province, or country. Let us know. Look at here. Ozarks, Missouri is in the house. Good to have you. Arizona just kicked in the door. How the hell are you? Newport, Kentucky just rang in. And look, we all know where Blount County is because it's in Alabama, right? Oh, my goodness, it's pouring in. Texas. Look at Texas is running the table, folks. Watch out. Uh-oh, Florida's in the house. St. Augustine, Florida. North Carolina, Idaho in the house. Ohio, Oklahoma just checked in. New Mexico checked in. Cali checked in. Connecticut, Jersey. What's up, New York? Bay City, Michigan. How the hell are you? Buffalo, freaking Texas. That's right. That's right. Warren County. You know where that's at. Tennessee. McMinnville, that is. Louisville, Kentucky. You know I've been around it. I'll say it right. Good stuff. Newport, Kentucky. North Carolina. Southern Indiana. Yeah. Good stuff. Hey, this is where the cool cats go to get their daily intel, news, and bread. That's right. It's the PatriotPartyNews.com. Folks, we are more than just a website. We are a full-functioning, badassery Patriot Broadcasting Network. Broadcasting around the world 24/7. Don't forget, you're able to obviously watch us live on our website. We have our own live chat as well. Not to mention, help us out. Support us here at PPN. We need your help getting the truth out, okay? Donate to the cause of the donation tab up top. You can also check out our awesome, incredible partners, which is right there. We stand behind these guys like you wouldn't believe because of what it does for our audience. So there's plenty to choose from, everything from going through Patriot Mobile to getting gold and silver with Miles Franklin, to getting the hookup with the Roots brand, especially with some clean slate, especially the way they're chemtrailing the skies. Okay. And a lot of that pays up. But then here's the big enchilada. Everybody wants to know really what is going on in the world right now. We're being manipulated by AI in our algorithms of our news feeds on all this free social media. Well, we stopped the algorithm at the door. We created our own social media platform. It's called Patriot Shoot. How would you like to be surrounded by thousands upon thousands upon thousands of other patriots just like yourself? You want to know what's going on in your own backyard? Well, PPN has state groups, all 50 states and 3 foreign countries. We did this to prepare everybody as they start clamping down on the censorship. At least you'll be able to get the truth, know the truth, and see what's happening to prepare for the truth. Go to join.patriotshoot.com right now. Join.patriotshoot.com right now. We're going to take it a step further. PPN is now off grid, off the internet. We have a network that we have developed through different devices that we have acquired and teamed up with of a Patriot-owned Christian company called SkycomPTT.com. All you got to do is click on Shop Now. You see that red PPN button right there? You just click on it. And what that's going to get you access to, ladies and gentlemen, is a state-of-the-art two-way / radio that is encrypted. Big Brother cannot listen in on you. It's private. It's waterproof up to about 3 feet. And here's the biggest thing of all. You can even add family groups to this, meaning your close friends and family. You're able to have the capability for them to have this and have groups. We already have 5 groups pre-assigned to this radio here, this transmitter, that gives you access to North America PPN, gets you access to international PPN, and then PPN national. And then obviously there is a PPN admin group as well. So don't be left behind. You're going to want to have this, especially if you're going to have to go off grid to some degree. Might as well go ahead and get prepared. Go to SkycomPTT.com. So, man, I tell you what, I've got the opportunity tonight to have one of my favorite guests on. I think it's very important you guys kind of take a listen here. We got Sheriff Richard Mack in the house. And Richard Mack served in law enforcement for 20 years with duties including patrol officer, corporate sergeant, undercover agent, school resource officer, detective, specializing in preventing crimes against children. In 1988, he was elected to the office of sheriff in Graham County, Arizona, where he grew up. He served as sheriff for 8 years, and in 1991, while serving as sheriff, he graduated from the FBI Academy. He has been married to his wife, Dawn, for the last 50 years. They have 5 children and 15 grandchildren. Now, during sheriff's tenure here, he became the first sheriff in American history to sue the federal government, a case that was ultimately combined with motions from other sheriffs into the Mack and Prince versus U.S. and was decided by the U.S. Supreme Court. The 1994 case against Clinton administration, you remember that? Regarding provisions of the Brady Bill, a gun control measure that required the sheriffs to perform background checks on given gun buyers. And of course, the court ruled that the federal government could not compel state or local officers to enforce federal regulatory programs, and has been held as one of the most powerful 10th Amendment decisions in USA history. Bottom line is this. Sheriff has incredible amounts of awards and achievements, but here's what's really cool. He founded the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association, the CSPOA, and Sheriff Mack is the founder and president of the Constitutional Peace Officers Association. This organization is dedicated to the restoration of individual liberty and protection of civil rights, and has provided 100 training seminars for sheriffs, police, public officials in all 50 states and in several other countries around the world as well. So, man, I just pulled out the red carpet. Instead of hearing me keep it on, let me go ahead and bring in the man, the myth, the legend, Sheriff.
Well, a lot of people say myth, Chask, but and I'm proud to have one of those grandchildren with me right now. There's Mac, named after me. He's sitting on the couch and he's listening to Grandpa right now. He's 7 years old, and he's as blonde as I am dark-haired. So he's a two-headed. You want me to show him to you real quick? Come here.
Yeah,
Mac.
sure. Sure.
Yeah. This is that good looking kid.
Hey, Mac, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Wow.
He's a fun kid.
That's
We
precious,
really have a
that's
good time
precious
together.
times right there, man. Oh, man, that's awesome. That's good stuff. Well, man, hey, I know it's been a minute since you've been on. The world then gone and got crazy, brother.
Every day there's more to talk about. There's more to add to a new book. And obviously I've got a new book out, but it's like it came out 3 weeks ago and it's already obsolete because there are always so many more crazy things that the Democrats keep doing and corrupt public officials keep doing. And it's just getting worse and worse. And that's really one of the main reasons we wrote the book is we want to
America.
Yeah. Now, how's that for a title, Chas?
Well, it got my attention pretty freaking quick.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to get my hands on it and give it a read because that's what we're here for, right? America, we're here to protect America. We're here to, ensure our constitutional rights, which falls exactly right in line with most likely what's behind this book and also with what you do with the constitutional sheriffs.
Yeah, and the picture that you're showing there, the front cover is on the far right, where it shows the jackass stabbing the Statue of Liberty in the back. The Capitol and all the explosion stuff's on the back, but the cover of the book is right there. The Democrat Murder of America, Demagoguery in the First Degree. And I absolutely love the book. I've written 8 or 9 books now, and this is by far the most powerful. I've written about sheriffs. I've written about proper rule of law enforcement, the dangers of gun control. I've written 2 books about gun control, and I dedicated my life to sue the Clintons about the gun control associated with the Brady Bill, like you pointed out. But this one now is about bringing America together and saving our country. Why didn't we make that the title? Because you just said it, Chas. The title and the cover get your attention, and that's what we want.
100%.
Yes. And folks, we hope that every Democrat in this country that is offended by the book or anyone else, that you'll read it and find out what's wrong with the book or what's right about the book. And if there's anything in there you don't like or you disagree with or that we did wrong, please let me know. We'll be happy to talk about it publicly with you. What I really hope happens, Chas, is that your listeners and your followers will get the book and read it, and then you guys have a discussion about it. Have an open discussion with everyone who's read the book, and people who want to complain about the book, please do. We've already had one complaint. It doesn't talk about the Republicans and what their corruption is enough. And so we bring that out. But folks, this book is focused on the complete and total corruption of the Democrat Party and how they have brainwashed most of their members and how they are so relentless in hating our country and trying to kill our country and kill the American dream. And I can prove it, folks. In this book, it talks about how they've committed murder. And it's probably more widespread than you think or And so we're ready for the Democrat Party to sue us. Let them sue us. And we'll go to court and we'll show publicly the evidence that we have of the murders that the Democrats have committed. And so I've said this since Obama was president. You can get away with anything, cheating, lying, stealing, fraud, and even murder, if the national media is on your side. And that's exactly what's happening.
It sounds like to me, just from how you're asserting the story behind this and the kind of questions and reactions you're getting from the general masses or the public on that, it sounds like to me that obviously people are going to be quick to attack because a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. I think that's the biggest thing right now because we live in a world of manipulation, AI, And right now it's kind of like, I'll say going back to old school. Okay, grab you a book. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, book reports. You remember that?
Oh, heck yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is what I think, because I have a 14-year-old son, and in order for him to be able to do certain things, he has to read certain things like books, and I'm talking about not on a Kindle, not on your phone. I'm talking about paperback books where we would go through, because a majority of the truth people put their time into, not AI. They can be fabricated or manipulated. And so just to understand, man, for you going through the time to do what you do, is a lot of people doesn't know the time on the backside and the research, because you've got to protect yourself to make sure that you have the best information out there, and that no one can ever question, anything. And see, that's a lot of people just don't do that anymore. They just put something together and put it out there like it's the gospel, and it's not. And so I'm thankful for you putting this kind of material out there for people to be able to review and use their own discernment from reviewing it.
Yeah. And on that same, what you're showing there, the website first, but the quote, that quote right there, the only authentic accomplishment the Democrat Party has made within our political structure is that they have reached a new level of degeneracy. Folks, it sounds like we're pretty negative towards the Republican Party, especially the party, but not the people necessarily within the party. Now,
right.
Democrat politicians, they're some of the worst ever. Absolutely. I mean, Kamala Harris and AOC and Nancy Pelosi and Charles Schumer and a bunch of these clowns in Washington, D.C. And they're such clowns, but you could go on and on about that. And we could talk till next week and just scratch the surface. But what I want everyone to know is that I really believe there's some good people in the Democrat Party. And that many of them have been hoodwinked and lied to and brainwashed. And everyone knows that propaganda schemes and brainwashing works. What's it called? Hitler called it, and many others called it. You tell a lie long enough and frequently enough, pretty soon everybody's going to start believing it. Now, will it be everybody? No, but it will be enough.
Right.
And that's what the Democrat Party has done. But look at this one thing, and we bring this out in the book very strongly. Look at one thing that everybody can see. It's as plain as the nose on your face. We know that there is widespread election fraud. Oh, no, Kristen Welker just told the president that there's no such thing as election fraud. There's no evidence. Okay, what did the president tell you, Kristen Welker? He told you to look around. Okay, so, Kristen, how many illegal aliens has the Democrat Party brought into our country? Oh, well, maybe 10, 20 million. And if that's what you Democrats are saying, that means it's probably 30 or 40.
Right.
So what has the Democrat Party done with all of those illegal aliens? Well, they've given them credit cards with $10,000 cash on it. They've given them free places to live. They're giving them, Social Security. They're giving them Medicare, and they're giving them a few other entitlements and welfare programs,
right?
Free housing, and put a bunch of them up in hotels. And I said, who's paying for all that? Oh, well, I guess the taxpayers are. It's coming from taxpayers. And so, do you see any fraud yet? Okay, let's do another one. What are they doing with these people politically? Are they trying to get them to vote? There's some of them that are serving on city councils.
Sure.
There's some of them that are police officers. And all of them are being asked to register to vote. How do we know that? Because the Democrat Party will not even support the SAVE Act and will not, all across this country, require illegal aliens to have identification to vote or to get registered to vote. It is a matter of
circus, bro. It's a circus what's going on. Exactly what you're talking about right now.
Yeah, totally. And so a person who visits or is just visiting and going on vacation from Argentina, or maybe they're here for the soccer, and election day is today. And some of those people wanted to go and register to vote just to see if they could. And so they walk into a polling place and they said, yo quiero votar. Yo quiero registrar para votar. And they, okay, yeah, you can get registered. Do I have to show, do you need my license or anything? I got a driver's license or whatever. No, we don't need any identification. In fact, just fill out this form and put your address on there. Well, I don't have an address here. Well, just put your hotel address. And then they get registered to vote, and then they vote right then and there. And this is exactly what the Democrats wanted. Then that visitor from Buenos Aires can go back to his country, brag how he voted in an American election, and there's not a damn thing you or I or anybody else could do about it. This is exactly the cheating that they're doing, and they're making sure of it because no one has to show identification in order to vote. That's your Democrat Party.
Well, let me ask you this. Talking about that Thomas Massey race in Kentucky, there was almost 11,000 votes dumped, about mail-in ballots dropped at the very last minute. That's starting to come even more in light. They're thinking about potentially auditing that, obviously. But you can say the same thing to what Democrats do to Republicans as well. It's interesting what we're starting to see right now. But more importantly, that's why it's so important for constitutional sheriffs more than ever right now. And I was going to say, I know we haven't talked much about it, but I enjoy going over to your website with the CSPOA. Here, I want to put it on the screen if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll change it up here. But
yeah, we want everybody to join the CSPOA posse. Absolutely, join.
So give us some insight. I mean, obviously, we got a platform that has about 50 different states represented, okay? Mm-hmm. I think we had talked briefly before, but I would love to be able to work together to do something in our different 50-state groups, because everyone is looking for their constitutional sheriff, right? I mean, especially right now, how crazy the world is, because we got to go back to the constitutional, law, and they're trying to hide it. You know it. I know it.
Yeah.
And obviously that's the oath that, you gave, just like so many others as well, to honor that. And people don't understand the reality of slowly but surely they're taking away our rights, our constitutional rights.
So can you scroll up a little bit more? Yeah, right there. That video is only 90 seconds long. If you can play it, it's fantastic. It's my favorite 90-second
reasons to buy precious metals and become an Advantage Gold customer. When stocks go down.
No, that's the
police academies all across this country.
Yeah, play that.
Never address the oath of office. Yet every single cop has to swear an oath of allegiance to the Constitution. Why don't we examine what the role of law enforcement, of sheriffs, of chiefs of police, what is our role in the protection of the American Republic, of our constitutional republic? The ultimate goal of all three branches of government, and we're the executive branch, we're the executors of the law, is to protect liberty. And if we have to do that against the FBI or the IRS or the EPA or the CDC or the USDA, then that's our job. Sheriffs, let's do our duty and protect the people from all enemies, both foreign and domestic, as we've promised to do, and save our country. We have the power. If the sheriffs of this country will just unite and be unified in keeping their oath of office and defending the American people against oppression and abuse of government, we could take back our country tomorrow.
Amen.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you just said it. We need constitutional sheriffs more now than we ever have. And that's the gospel truth. And thank you for your insight on that, Jess. Thanks for saying that. But it's absolutely true. And it's someone that the American people can always depend on for protection and freedom and to do the right thing. And there's so many people that are oppressed by government these days. They call me, they email me, they text me, can you please help us with this? And I said, I train sheriffs to do this. And you need to go ask your sheriff for help.
Right.
But we haven't trained enough sheriffs. And since we became an association in 2011, we've trained about 1,200 sheriffs. You know, that's a third of all the sheriffs, but half of them aren't even sheriffs anymore.
Right.
And so it's always spinning, you know, and it's like herding cats. What I want to do to really make that speed up, because you know how time is of the essence.
Amen.
I want to raise $3.5 million. Now that's nothing compared to what we've lost to all the corrupt politicians.
Right.
But let's say that we raise $3.5–4 million and have 1,200 sheriffs meet with us in person in Las Vegas, in St. Louis, at one location. And we do exactly what my video just said. We bring them together. We unite in the cause of liberty.
Amen.
And we make it happen to where they'll feed off of each other. And then we'll have at least 1,200, and then they'll go back to their states and work with other sheriffs on the same thing. We'll have about half of the sheriffs in this country, about 1,700 sheriffs that really know and understand the Constitution, know and understand the oath of office, and stand for liberty and protect and defend and obey the United States Constitution. There's your solution for America. And
Amen.
This is where we get to it with the Democrat murder of America, because we all know that the Democrat Party is doing everything it can to murder America. And there it is, the jackass stabbing the Statue of Liberty in the back.
Mm.
And that's been going on too long, folks. And it's time all of us got involved in saving our country. Work with your sheriffs, and then be involved in the process. I'm telling you right now, Jefferson called it correctly. If the American people are not involved in the process, we will lose America. We've got to get involved, folks. And this book totally helps every one of you become part of saving America. Yeah. Look at that cover. It's so bold. It gets your attention, doesn't it? Well, that's what we hope it will do. But we also, in the last chapter, in the epilogue, we say and explain how we can all come together. Not just the sheriffs to unite, but the American people unite in the holy cause of liberty. Ha!
Love it, Sheriff. Love it. I just want to tell you, thank you so much for everything you guys are doing behind the scenes. And guys, you need to go and get the book. You need to go over there to cspoa.com.
CSPOA.org. CSPOA.org.
Yeah, I read it wrong. See?
Yeah.
Shoot me later, I promise you.
Now
.org. Sorry.
The .com one is for the book itself, and that's murderofamerica.com. Murderofamerica.com.
Right there.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you got it. There's CSPA. Good. Yeah, you got both websites there. The book is on both websites, but you'll get a little more extensive options at murderofamerica.com.
Amen. God bless you, Sheriff. Thank you so much for your time. I know you're busy, and look forward to talking to you in the future and getting some other things set up. And by the way, they can go on your main website here, the cspoa.org. Because I had some people in the chat real quick that said, how do I get my sheriff in touch? Do they just get the sheriff this website and then they go and register? Is that what I'm understanding?
What I want the citizen to do who's asking is become a member of our posse. And then contact your sheriff and say, I'm a member of the CSPOA, and I want to know if you're a constitutional sheriff. And then ask him and talk to him about that. And then ask him this. This is the next question. Ask him if if we can bring Sheriff Mack in to his area and train all his deputies and local law enforcement in the Constitution for Law Enforcement. That's the name of the training. The Constitution for Law Enforcement. And then we will train in this, the Supreme Court case that we won in 1997. June 27 is the 29-year anniversary of our lawsuit. So hand him one of these. This is real small. It fits in your shirt pocket. Very inexpensive. Get those off our website. But that's the main thing. Tell him Sheriff Mack won a case at the U.S. Supreme Court. Sheriff Mack has the best book of the year. And it's time that we come together. And so the guy who asked you that question, perfect way to be. We want all of you to join CSPOA. Talk to your sheriff about it. Many of them already know about it. Very few of them have had the training, but we'll come out and do it.
Love it. Sheriff Mack, God bless you. See you, Mac. Be safe. God bless.
He said, see you.
See you. Take care.
All right. Thanks, man. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Another one there. A good one, Sheriff Mack. I tell you what, we're very blessed to have these type of relationships with folks. It's amazing with everything's going on, bringing all the sheriffs and whatnot together. Obviously, that's our goal as well. But man, oh man, it keeps on getting gooder, doesn't it? You better sit down, Buttercup. It's about to get gooder. Lightning round. Woo, woo. All right. So Fauci backs out of voluntary testimony. Yeah, Rand Paul slaps in with a new subpoena. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Think about that for a second. Trump says Iran negotiations going well. Strait of Hormuz is open, but no ships can pass. Well, I don't know if that's 100% accurate there because we saw where ships were going through on this. So Tehran denied that it made any concessions regarding the nuclear program or agreed to allow international inspectors to monitor it. So that's starting to come out. Oh, Lord. Larry Ellison cuts 21,000 jobs at Oracle as, ready for this, no shocker, AI replaces human workers. Software giant shields almost 13% of workforce as it shifts into automation. Not a conspiracy theorist when it's really happening. Crazy, crazy. So, anybody else keeping up with what happened to the U.S. fighter pilot? Shut down over Iran, says an alien of drones in a jellyfish formation swarmed him before the crash. Jellyfish. Alien. Swarmed. You gotta love the word tracks in that. Oh, yeah. Ain't that what's supposed to happen tomorrow during the big cup thing or whatever? World Cup? I call it the big gulp. Oh. And that, right? A spacecraft's supposed to come down from the sky. And you know what? Take 700, 800 willing human beings, suck them up into a ship, and they go away. Is that what we're anticipating here? I don't know. I mean, a woman is saying that's what's going to happen. We've heard things like this before and it never panned out. Boy, what if? Think about this. What if? How close really are we? What if? What's right around the corner? What if? I don't know. People are asking me the time on the World Cup. I don't know. Does anybody know in the chats? And I'll let everybody know. I'm sorry. I don't keep up with the World Cup. But if you do enjoy it, great. Yeah. Everybody's saying, I agree, Ann, all fake. I just don't see how that's, Anyway, we'll be looking to see if, what's it, Tales of the Third Kind or whatever it's called. It had a guy from Jaws in it. Oh, Encounters of the Third Kind, I guess is what it's called, right? Anyway. Donna in the Rumble Ranch says, beam me up, Scotty. That's a trip. That's funny, right? Yeah. So we'll see. We'll keep everyone informed about that. Obviously, right now, keep your head on the swivel for the scare event. Censorship is alive and well. Supposedly, a lot of people were talking about, was Facebook or Instagram down today at some point? Somebody was saying that it happened. And yeah, okay, here it is. This is as current right now, Down Detector. You can see where Instagram and Facebook, some of you didn't have any issues. I didn't notice any. I'm not on Facebook. I am on Instagram, but I didn't really experience anything to that degree there. But if you look at this, pretty soon we're going to come to a Amazon server somewhere. It never fails. Well, looky, here's Hooky. Okay. It always leads up to that or Amazon Web Services because of the amount of servers a lot of this stuff is on, including Facebook, including, I guess, Instagram and all that stuff. So there you go. Something to think about on that. A lot of people are asking, well, how soon can we expect the RV when the evil's gone? I think we're about to see one fatal swoop of all the evil going away. I truly believe that in my heart. That's what we're about to experience. We got to go through this before we can see the abundance. You understand, right? It sucks we're still dealing with people cheating in elections and nothing's really being done, even though we've got proof. It's not that we don't have the proof. It's that our government is compromised. It doesn't matter if it's a Democrat or Republican. They're all freaking crooks. You need to understand that too. So this is not about Republicans versus Democrats. This is about good versus evil, ladies and gentlemen. And we got a front row seat right now. A lot of us have our own conclusion what the scare event potentially might be. But the reality is none of us know. We've always heard it's going to be, again, back on American soil. We're hearing it's going to be from the skies, from maybe illusions of Project Bluebeam. The Samson option. Somebody is going to get desperate as this narrative goes. And something's going to happen out of left field to sabotage everything. Everything. Yeah, Moose, exactly. What's Moose saying here? Left wing and right wing belong to the same bird. That's the truth. Took the words right out of my mouth, Gravedigger. All right? Don't be surprised. Be prepared. Be prepared mentally and get your body prepared. If you are not getting all that junk out of your body that they're putting in the air, putting in our food, go to our partners on our website, and we have pretty much everything for everything on that. And I'll tell you, yeah, exactly. It's a big old club, and we're not in it. Now, I'm going to tell you the reality of what we're about to see, too. You need to understand they're going to do everything to make it economically impossible for us. All right? A lot of you folks are experiencing that right now, just like all of us, me included, okay? Looking for ways and opportunities to get you and your family ahead. And well, we got all the bases covered. Text your first and last name, city and state to 877-776-6391 right now, and we'll send you the free demo, and you can go and check that out. Again, text your first and last name, city and state, 877-776-6391, because a lot of you are in states that don't even have this yet. And it's going to be kind of exciting after you guys see the results from it. But more importantly, it will absolutely change the direction of your life if you allow it to. So there you go. God bless the Republic of the United States of America, and God bless you, patriots. Without you folks, there is no America or world for that matter. God bless you. I will see you at 9 a.m. Central inside a Patriot Shoot with Coffee and Chaz first thing in the morning. God bless. Hi there, I'm Chaz Carter. Welcome to Patriot Shoot. If you're looking for a censorship-free platform where you can freely express your thoughts and connect with like-minded individuals, then you're in the right place. At Patriot Shoot, we offer more than just a membership. For just $8.99 per month, we provide you with daily intel, weekly giveaways, and access to our exclusive voice chat platform called Patriot Talk, where we have somewhere between 200 to 400 active members just on that alone, discussing a wide range of topics every single day. You'll gain access to our state groups where you can connect with members in your state at a grassroots level. Our community is all about open dialogue and sharing valuable information without the fear of being silenced. Whether it's discussing current events, giving advice, or personal matters, or simply connecting with others on Patriot Shoot, it is the place to be. So what are you waiting for? Join us today. Experience the freedom of speech and just fill out the form below and get started. We cannot wait to have you here with us, and welcome aboard.